Hi, I'm Graham from Second Era of Moles, and if you've clicked on this video accidentally, 90 seconds is all I ever ask. This is a, well, sandbox called PhysicsFun. So you have all these little dot peoples, you have buildings, and you're gonna fuck with them, basically. So, I'm gonna click on a villager. Look, he exploded! Boom! Bloop, 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 bloop. Unfortunately, I don't think you can ever click fast enough to totally get rid of them. So there are other things that you can do. For example, if I press this button, they're all gone. All of them. Dead and gone. Dead and gone. If I press 2, all the cars go. 3, buildings go. Another button. Draw the trees. There should be cars. Where are the cars? There we go. And no, it didn't. It didn't. Why aren't you destroying the cars? Maybe I already did that one. Ah, there we go. Whoops. Okay. So now the little people have no buildings to flee into. Click and die. Click and die. There are other things that you can do. For example, I can do this. Ha! And slam them all into the ground. That truck should not have survived. Come back here. Yeah, got it. And I'm going to restart, because you can get everything to reset. You can scroll along here. If I click on this building, or it's like a Jenga tower, or is it going to fall? What? You're supposed to fall. Okay, let's get that. So it does fall. That is entirely unsatisfying. Let's try with this one. There she blows. There she blows. No, she doesn't blow. There she sucks. There she goes. But they don't crush any villagers. The hell is the point of knocking down these buildings like playing blocks, as a child might do? Ooh. 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 What's gonna happen here? Oh, is it gonna go? It's gonna go! Oh, it didn't go. Man, what are the chances of that? Physics, eh? Okay, let's try taking out that. Maybe that one. There we go. I just made an entirely new building. That is not what I wanted. I may be a genius creator. That is not what I wanted. As vengeance, I'm going to make a tornado. In fact, we're going to make 3 tornadoes. I clicked restart. 4 tornadoes this time, as vengeance and penance for thine sins. Look at all these buildings going flying. Somehow, some of these people are surviving, so we're going to use our magnetism to draw them into the tornado. None shall live. Get rid of that car. Kill that person. You think you're going to run away? No. No, you are not. I'm going to pick you up and slam you all into the ground. You can see how many villages you've got up on the side here. So I like to think of it as a bit like one of those science fiction short stories. So one of these little dots is narrating it. And he's like, it was a normal Saturday, like any other. The weather was pleasant for this time of year. So many people were out on the streets. I left my wife in bed and went outside to get the morning paper. Across the street I spotted my neighbor John, also fetching his paper. I waved to him. He looked up and began to wave back, and then all of a sudden, he disappeared. Not into his house. Vanished. Gone. I looked up and down the street to see if anyone else had noticed this phenomenon. No one else seemed to be reacting. So I put it out of my mind and went back inside. Shrugged it off, if you will. I sat down at the kitchen table with my wife, who had got up and made me a glass of orange juice. From outside, we started to hear screaming. What's that? My wife said. We put on our dressing gowns and ran outside to see what all the commotion was about. Yes, we were eating breakfast naked. It seemed that what had happened to John was happening to so many other people. Everywhere, people disappearing, and other people screaming at the disappearances. And all of a sudden, a tornado occurred! We were blown into the sky at hundreds of miles an hour. We were thrown like ragdolls by some unseen, uncaring giant who just wanted to see death and destruction. And from the skies, a laughing, a terrible laughing. It went like I ruined it, didn't I? Ah well. Some of them bounce really high. I mean, these people must be made out of rubber because these ones just shrug it off like absolute champions. And some of them explode. Like that one did. Little orange one. That little orange guy. I will admit there's not a huge amount of replay in this game. Once you... Oh, topple! Topple! I command thee to topple! Yeah, but it doesn't topple onto anything. Like, if it toppled and it, like, crushed cars or some villagers, then maybe it would be alright. But it doesn't. Oh, let's attract them all together. Yee! Like some kind of, I don't know, futuristic vacuum thingy. It's alright to play for about 10 minutes. Kill people, get him, come back here. I like how, did someone just come out of, yeah, this house has continued to spit people out. I mean, this has got to be some kind of dystopian future where houses aren't places where people live, they're places where people are grown and just spit out new humans every so often. We're going to form a tornado. Yay. Oh man, I used to be so scared of tornadoes, even though I live in England and we very, very rarely get them. Want to guess what film I watched that made me like that? Yeah, Twister with, is it Helen Hunt? And the other guy. And I'm pretty sure that Philip Seymour Hoffman is in it. But yeah. I remember I used to look out the window sometimes and be like, oh, is that a tornado forming over there? And I was not very old at this point, but I used to do this thing before I went to bed where I would like touch the bed frame and do touch wood during the night that there's not going to be any tornadoes or earthquakes or volcanoes or floods or hurricanes. Yeah, it messed me up for a while. Because of those things, none of them are particularly likely where I live. Maybe flooding, but it's not like it would just happen all of a sudden. You'd have to, you know, we'd have warnings, I think. See how many tornadoes we can make. Just constant tornadoes. Oh, look at that FPS. Look how badly that has gone down. 15. Very nice. Very nice. I'm not sure if this is a sandbox or whether it's a demo or if it's a proof of concept. There's not a huge amount to the game at this point. So I'll leave a link to the game so you can go off and get back here, you little fuck. You can go off and do what you want. So you can do whatever you want with it. But I'm going to finish off this video here. So you've made it past the 90-second mark. Well done. Congratulations. Since you've come this far, you might as well follow me on Twitter. I'm SEOM_YT. You can subscribe to the channel for more. Well, I think it's generous to call this a game, but more stuff. But thank you very much for watching this video, and goodbye.